Tomorrow, partly sunny with highs in the mid-60s. And for Friday, get this, it looks beautiful. Sunny skies, highs in the lower 70s. Sounds like a beautiful weekend coming up, Mr. Lyle. And John, in fact, joins us with the Montgomery Sports Report. Good week for high school football players.
Absolutely. Some county athletes, quarterbacks and running backs put up some big numbers, and we're going to run through them for you.
Let's go.
That's all right. But first, Barry Sanders rushed for 166 yards for the NFL's Detroit Lions this past weekend. That was tops in the NFL, but it wouldn't hold water here in Montgomery. Yes, Derek Lancaster of Gaithersburg put up better numbers than Barry Sanders. Against Quinn Sorcher, the junior broke free for 2 long runs, 74 and 66 yards. His total, 203 yards and 3 touchdowns on 14 carries. Landon's Jack Catherill didn't fare too badly either. He sparked the Bears to a lopsided win over St. Stephen's St. Agnes with 2 touchdowns, 124 yards on 12 tries. And Omar Evans of Springbrook, another big performance, 17 carries, 119 yards, and 2 scores against the Mill, and 2 fumble recoveries on defense. Kevin Johnson of Wheaton, here you see his numbers, 122 yards, 3 scores on BCC. And Jesse Parsons of Whitman, 118 yards, 1 TD. Penn State-bound Kevin Thompson wins this week's quarterbacking prize. The Damascus senior completed 10 of 15 passes at Rockville for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns. The next 3 guys prove you can do a lot with a little. Brandon Flynn of Springbrook threw just 6 passes, completing 5 of them for 124 yards and 2 TDs. And Landon sophomore David Creeder, same yardage, same number of scores on 5 of 7 passing. And Ryan Miyamoto of Seneca Valley, 6 attempts, 5 completions, 5 touchdowns, 122 yards. Also worth noting, Adley Shepard of Blair, 9 completions, 123 yards, and Landreas Dove of Churchill, perfect. 8 of 8 for 86 yards and 1 running touchdown. Byron Moody of Wheaton and Sean Ellis of BCC each caught 6 passes. They are the leading receivers in the county. Seneca Valley and Damascus are ranked 1st and 2nd in the News 21 top 10. They are also 1-2 in the state. DeMatha was number 1, but the Stags lost on the weekend. So the Eagles and Hornets moved up. 5 other county teams are also ranked. Landon is 8th, Springbrook 11th, Sherwood 14th, Churchill 17th, and Paint Branch 18th. The poll is voted on by a panel of sports writers from around the state. Friday night, Sherwood improved to 4-0 by beating Wooten 7-6. But the Warriors had to come from behind to do it. They didn't score until the game's final minute because the Wooten defense had repeatedly turned the Warriors away. So with time ticking away, Sherwood coach Bob Malloy turned to an old trick play to try and get something going. On 2nd down and 10, Malloy called the flea flicker. We all know this play. Pat Salento to Tyree Foreman. There's Bob Malloy right there calling the play. Sorry, I lost my place. Pat Salento to Tyree Foreman, back to Salento, who connects with Javarn O'Neill for a 1st down inside the Wooten 20. Soon afterwards, Sherwood scored the winning touchdown. Well, Bob Malloy has used this flea flicker before in clutch situations. We found 2 examples in our archives from Malloy's years at Springbrook. In a big game against Seneca Valley in 1990 with the Blue Devils trailing 7-0 and backed up to their 6th, Tony Sawyer connected with Mike Gillespie for a 94-yard touchdown that turned the momentum in Springbrook's favor. The Devils won 16-15. Going back even further to October of 1989, Malloy called the flea flicker twice against Gaithersburg. Both were for big gains, and the second one set up the winning touchdown. Current Springbrook coach John Haberman was an assistant under Malloy for many years. He was not surprised to see Malloy dust off the flea flicker.
No, Bob's got that in his bag of tricks. He's had that for a number of years, and it's been successful almost every time he's used it. I think we had one against Gaithersburg, and I can't even remember what year it was, and then Seneca Valley, and we've used it a couple other times too. But it's a neat little play, and the kids all like it. That's the nice thing about it, is that the kids feel good about running it, and they enjoy using it. So I wasn't surprised to see it.
Springbrook plays Sherwood on November 5th, and Haberman says his squad will be ready for the flea flicker.
That's quite an interesting thing there.
Yeah, it's an interesting play, and even if you are ready for it, it can catch you off guard.
Really?
So.
All right, that's it for us. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to be off Thursday and Friday, and News 21's magazine is going to be Monday, so I'll see you Tuesday. Good night.